In a city that never seemed to slow down, there was a little diner where kindness still survived. For Emma, every morning started before the sun rose, not with dreams, but with responsibility. She worked double shifts to pay her mother's hospital bills, saving every dollar she could. Still, some nights, even food felt like a luxury. But even through exhaustion, she never forgot her smile, the kind that made strangers feel seen. At KindSoul Corner, we believe true kindness doesn't wait for reward. It lives quietly in the hearts of people like Emma. It was a quiet afternoon at the diner, the kind where time seemed to move slower than usual. As she cleared the corner booth, something caught her eye, a wallet, left behind on the seat. She looked around. The man who had sat there was gone. His coffee cup still half full, a business card on the table. She opened the wallet, just to find a name, but what she saw inside took her breath away. $5,000 in cash. Her rent was due, her mother's bills unpaid, and no one had seen her find it. Sometimes life doesn't test our strength. It tests our honesty when no one's watching. For a long time, Emma just stared at the wallet. Her hands trembled not from greed, but from fear of what she might become if she gave in. Her rent notice lay folded in her pocket. The memory of her mother's medicine echoed in her mind. No one would ever know. But deep inside, a softer voice whispered, "This isn't who you are." She opened the wallet again, found the business card, and dialed the number with shaking fingers. At KindSoul Corner, we say honesty is the choice you make when no one is watching. And the reward comes when you least expect it. And in that simple call, Emma changed the course of her life. Not by taking, but by giving back. An hour later, a car stopped outside the diner. A man in a navy suit stepped out, holding a quiet urgency in his eyes. He looked around until his eyes found her. The young woman who had just returned a wallet heavy enough to change her life. He spoke softly. "You could have walked away, and no one would ever know. Why didn't you?" Emma smiled faintly and said, "Because someone once told me, the right thing is rarely the easy thing." For a moment, silence filled the air. Not the awkward kind, but the kind that feels like grace. Then he reached into his pocket and said, "You've done something few people would. Please, let me do something for you." He handed her an envelope. Inside, a check that could cover months of rent and medicine. Tears filled her eyes. She whispered, "Thank you, sir." And he replied, "No, young lady, thank you for reminding me that honesty still exists." At KindSoul Corner, we believe the greatest miracles don't always come from heaven. Sometimes, they walk into diners disguised as ordinary people with extraordinary hearts. That night, Emma walked home beneath the streetlights. The envelope pressed close to her heart, but what truly filled her wasn't money, it was peace. In a world chasing more, she had chosen enough. In a world full of taking, she had chosen to give. The next morning, she placed fresh flowers by her mother's bedside and whispered, "We're going to be okay." At KindSoul Corner, we believe the greatest riches aren't held in hands. They live in hearts that choose honesty when no one is watching. Her story reminds us, integrity costs nothing but means everything. Because the world still changes, one honest heart at a time. Thank you for watching KindSoul Corner, where stories touch the soul and remind us of who we were meant to be.